Welcome to the HYTORC Solutions Series, and what is a very special and electric day here at HYTORC. Joining me is HYTORC President Eric Junkers for the next revolution in bolting. That is why we are here today. Eric, it truly is an exciting day, but before we look forward and the unveiling that we're here for today, let's take a look back and how we got here to today.
Yeah, happy to do that. This is what you're seeing on this slide is really our history. I mean, this is going back about a total of 30 years here, and you're looking at tools that did set a standard within industrial bolting. You've got the MXT tool, the famous blue tool. Everybody knows it, everybody's familiar with it because it really did take things forward in a big way in the early mid-90s when we created it. Really was a very rugged, very good quality, very user-friendly tool, and the market really took to it. Over another about 10, 15 years later, we were looking at ways again to enhance things, to find ways to improve the work, to improve the job safety, job quality, job schedule. That's something that we always talk about. Those are the features we dial in on. And we came out with the Avanti tool, and it really was a big step forward, similar to how the MXT was. It just took things forward in a big way. Main area that was different was with regards to the drive. We were now reacting off of the drive, as you see here, instead of off of the back like you have on the MXT. And why that matters is just from a versatility standpoint. It allowed you to orient the tool in different ways, and it also really, more importantly than anything, allowed you to work with our HYTORC washer systems, our HYTORC nut systems, the variety of fasteners we have in addition to that. So that's a big deal. That's something that was really important to us, enhancing the safety of the work in a big way. Later on, we came up with the ICE tool, again, listening to feedback, paying attention to the market trends, seeing what our customers and our team was looking for, and really putting it into action in a tool. Came up with the ICE tool, some big features in that. It had an auto-release pawl, reaction pawl, which enabled you to always get the tool off the job, and it also had a different type of swivel while incorporating the same reaction positioning as the Avanti tool, giving you that same versatility. And so, that's really about the last 25 years of square drive tools for us.
And all those advancements in bolting, and now today, the next revolution in bolting, and we will remember this day as the unveiling here today, Eric.
Yeah, this is something we are very thrilled to do. So we've got right here our MXT Plus tooling, the latest effort, the latest innovation by us at HYTORC. You see the predecessors in the background that I just described, and here is the culmination of the last 15 to 20 years worth of research and development and feedback from the field. And we're thrilled to be able to present it to you today.
And there's an excitement in this room today and in this building as well, because just unveiling that, it's a culmination of a lot of hard work. I know your engineering team went to work, and now there are a tremendous amount of features. You took those three tools, you learned from them, you took that feedback, and now let's go through the features of the MXT Plus.
Yeah, we kind of approach things with the attitude of never being satisfied, always trying to find ways to push the envelope, always trying to find ways to improve. We don't settle. And that's what you see here. We looked at these three tools that we described a moment ago, and we said, each has some unique features, some unique technologies that the market seems to like, the market seems to really enjoy. And, what can we do about that? Rather than discard it and move on from it, we said, why don't we build it into one tool? And that's what we've got here. And that's what that first statement says, 3 tools in one. Best of the original MXT, best of Avanti and ICE. And that's something that we're really excited to talk about a little bit more.
And let's dive in right here, dual reaction. Let's begin with that feature.
Yeah, that's a big deal, because the fact is that many out there have become accustomed to perhaps the rear reaction. That's the one that's on the original MXT. It was on even the predecessors to the MXT. It's something that many have become accustomed to. We've developed a variety of different fixtures that have worked with it, and it worked for a long time. With the coaxial reaction off of the front, off of the drive, we added quite a bit of versatility, because it allowed you to orient the tool out of the way to make sure that you could fit in a lot of difficult spots that maybe you couldn't with the MXT, but also it just added a host of different reaction fixtures, members, and so forth. So having both of those features in one tool just gives you it opens the door to so many different options for you, where you can utilize the accessories that we have from the Avanti and the Ice, as well as the accessories that we have from the MXT. So it really will put you in a position, in our opinion, to really tackle any job that you face in a very safe and effective manner. The auto release is an exciting feature that some have seen on the Ice tool. Really what it did is it was for the reaction pawl that was on our MXT tools, it was on our Avanti tools. It was a feature that just ensured that the drive was always moving forward, that it didn't come back. The only issue with that is sometimes you would get some forces within there that would cause the tool to get stuck on the job. And that would just be a bit of a headache. It would slow things down. It would cause you to have to figure out what's going on. It was a headache and a time consumer. So what we've developed in this tool that was in the Ice tool is an auto release function. So there's no need to mess around with it anymore. In the past, you'd have to lift the lever, operate the pump, and then you could remove the tool. Now you're going to operate the tool like you normally would, and it will always come off of that nut. It will never get stuck. That's a big deal. Saves time and just decreases headaches.
You know, and as we take a look around the tool, and I did have a chance to actually look at this thing before, you go to and you've got the counter here. I mean, the cycle counter is huge for guys that are out in the field.
Absolutely. It's brand new. It's something that there's nothing like it in the field. And we're excited to talk about it here and to offer it in our MXT Plus. It really does, as you would imagine. It counts the cycles. But why is that important? Because it's important that we start to look at maintenance perhaps a little differently. Perhaps we can look at maintenance based on the amount of usage the tool sees, sort of like a vehicle, if you will, as opposed to arbitrary time periods. You know, that's really not the most ideal way of approaching things. And what we can do now is do just that. We can approach it in a manner, look at our maintenance intervals from preventative maintenance and calibration, and base it on the amount of usage the tool sees. And that is going to extend the life of this tool significantly, and it's going to enhance the safety of the tool significantly. And that's really important to us. So we're just excited to be able to offer something like this, and I think it's absolutely going to make a significant difference to the tooling life, to the tooling reliability, and the safety.
And you know, you mentioned the reliability, and in designing this, it was like all your tools. Look, these are out the projects that they're on. These are large scale projects, and there's a lot that goes on those projects. It needs to have durability as well. It needs to be a workhorse out there, and that went into this tool and the design of this tool.
Yeah, we've always stressed high quality tools. That's part of the HYTORC standard that we've talked about many times. It's something that I do believe we are known for in the industry. But we're always trying to get better. We're always trying to find ways to improve. As mentioned before, we're never satisfied. We never settle. And that's evident in this tool. You know, we looked at it and we said, what can we do to take that further? What can we do to really just to offer a tool that is even more reliable? Because that's always one of the top pieces of feedback we receive from everyone. We want a tool that's of the absolute utmost quality, and you know, that's what we have here. And really, a couple ways that we did that have to do with the full enclosure. We were able to design it in a unique manner so that we were able to enclose it entirely. The shroud no longer has to separate from the housing for certain situations. It's entirely enclosed. That'll make a big deal. They're not going to be introducing any contaminants, any foreign materials into the tool, right into the drive. That's not going to happen anymore. We improved the swivel. We improved the seals associated with it. We looked at the drive. We said, okay, this is an area that, can we improve it? All right, we put our engineers to task, and our guys came through for us in a big way. And you know, they looked at it and said, yeah, we can find improvements, and it's just really exciting to see what it all came out to be, because we really looked at this and we put our guys to task, and we said, guys, we have to find ways to improve and really advance things. And that's also evident with the couplers. You know, the couplers we looked at and we said, you know, we've been doing things the same way many people have for many years. You know, why don't we make it a standard to have quick disconnect couplers? This design that is just a lot simpler, a lot faster, a lot less prone to just some of the common issues, some of the common headaches that are associated with screw connects, where, you know, it's hard to tighten, hard to loosen. So this is going to just make life easier. That's a lot of what we're looking for. That's what we want to achieve, is just make life easier for our customers and get the job done safer and more efficiently. And all of these features contribute towards that.
With the MXT Plus, you certainly, we talked about listening to people in the field, obviously your engineering team and testing this and just taking all the feedback. And then you say, all right, we have to make sure it has everything that the predecessor has. What are the advancements? How will it work with our accessories? And that's where we are with this feature here is the fact that you talk about the accessories that it goes with.
Yeah, the biggest accessory, that compatibility that I see is with the HYTORC washer, and that's something the previous MXT wasn't able to do. And so that was always, sometimes an issue at times where it says, we love the MXT, but it sure would be great if it worked with these advanced fasteners. And, we weren't able to kind of make that work with the old model. Now that's what we're able to do. I mean, that's a big thing that we're offering here, a big step forward, a big feature that our MXT Plus works with the HYTORC washer. It will, which will contribute towards just a lot of gains. A lot of it just gains as far as the job safety, the job quality, the job schedule is concerned. And so that's a big deal for us that the MXT works with it, as well as with the HYTORC nut. That's our other sort of our other fastener that we offer that's been around for a number of years, improves the safety of the job, similar to type of benefit, safety, quality schedule. Again, all those three areas, always looking to hit on them. And has compatibility with that. So, again, just versatility is sort of the name of the game here. We want to be able to enable our customer to really have one tool for the job. We don't want that they have to, just find different fixtures and different setups and different, and look to different items for different applications. This tool is absolutely the most versatile tool that will be available in the marketplace.
Just those last couple features we went over, it's all about compatibility, and that was a key feature of this. Again, listening to what they needed out in the field, making sure that the library of accessories you had was available for this tool. And then it can't always be a one size fits all. And with this tool, you've got a range of sizes.
Yeah, the initial release is going to be the most popular sizes that we have, really covering the vast bulk of applications that are out there. We're talking about the 1, the 3, the 5, the 10. Those are, again, thousands of foot-pounds as max output. And those are available right now.
An exciting day. The MXT Plus unveiled here by HYTORC, of course, available now as well. We're going to have much more on the next revolution in bolting. In fact, we've got some demonstrations coming up. Before we do, check out this short video.
The HYTORC MXT Plus hydraulic torque wrench introduces an entirely new level of advanced bolting technology. Constructed from high-strength materials, it can handle the most rugged industrial applications and deliver highly repeatable performance. The dual reaction feature allows easy field configuration for rear or side reaction, replacing the need for two separate tools with one tool. The versatility allows backwards compatibility with all reaction fixtures from the MXT, Avanti, and ICE product lines. The square drive is compatible with all current sockets, drivers, and tool accessories. The coaxial spline drive supports the HYTORC washer fastener technology for improved bolting safety, accuracy, and speed. It is also able to accommodate precision mechanical tensioning with the HYTORC nut. Integration of an auto-release feature provides improved safety and accelerated bolting operations. The quick couplers allow faster assembly and disassembly of equipment, resulting in faster job completion times. The coupler sleeve includes a locking mechanism to ensure hose connections remain tight during operation. An embedded cycle counter tracks wrench usage, allowing users to schedule preventative maintenance and calibration. The proactive approach to maintenance helps tools consistently achieve peak performance and longer life. The new product line is offered in a family of sizes to accommodate a range of torque requirements. The MXT Plus wrench is setting a new standard for hydraulic torque performance. The HYTORC standard. Never settle for less.
And I'm here with Mike Shannon, our product manager, and we're going to show you a couple different configurations of our MXT Plus tool to give you a sense of how it will work. So right now, Mike is setting it up in the rear reaction arm setup. This is something that you've seen on the old MXT line of tools, and perhaps something that you've become familiar with. It's a pretty basic setup. He just has to make sure that it abuts against an adjacent nut, and he has to make sure, obviously, that he keeps his hands clear because this is absolutely a pinch point. We have set the MXT as our tool of choice on our vector pump, also set a torque value, and this is how it looks. Now we're going to show you the configuration that you perhaps became accustomed to with our Avanti and our ICE line of tooling, which is the reaction arm off of the drive. So Mike is just setting it up, similar type of concept. Have the reaction member butt against the adjacent nut. Make sure your hands are entirely away from that reaction area. As mentioned before, a pinch point. Mike's got his hand on the handle. And again, same concept. We're going to show you how it operates. Now we're going to show you the configuration with the HYTORC washer system. As you can see, Mike is just simply placing the tool onto the fastener. It's very straightforward, very intuitive, doesn't need to worry about a reaction point and the pinch points, obviously, that come with that. So it's a very simple system, and that's really one of the biggest things about it, one of the biggest benefits about it. Again, just chose my, my MXT Plus on the HYTORC Vector pendant, and here we go. Now we're going to show you our HYTORC nut configuration with the MXT Plus. This is one of our other fasteners that you may have seen out in the marketplace. Mike is going to simply place the tool on the job. He just changed out the drive to enable him to fit the profile of the HYTORC nut. It simply goes on, very straightforward, very intuitive, like the HYTORC washer system. With the Vector pump, we have now chosen the HYTORC nut system. Also chose our desired torque, and yeah, here we go. Not much more to it than that. And so now you've seen the 4 different pretty standard configurations that our HYTORC MXT Plus tool can work with. You had the standard rear reaction arm, you had the reaction member off of the drive, you had our HYTORC washer, you have our HYTORC nut. Now, if any of those don't work, we do have a litany of different accessories that this tool can work with. As mentioned previously, it can work with all of the MXT accessories, it can work with all of the Avanti accessories. So it really makes it the most versatile tool that is out there. And we look forward to providing you with a free on-site demonstration to give you a sense of how exactly it can work on your applications.
And joining us now is Brian Foy. Brian is a sales engineer for HYTORC Penn, Ohio. Brian, thanks so much for joining us today.
Hi, Tony. Thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
Brian, before we move forward with the next revolution in bolting, the MXT Plus, let's first look back at the original MXT and talk about your customers' experience with that original MXT.
Absolutely. Our customers love the MXT. We get calls all the time from new and old customers asking for the HYTORC tool or the blue tool. It's almost always the MXT they're referring to. And I think that statement alone speaks volume to the MXT. It's easy and simple to use. It's versatile in that it covers a lot of different bolting applications. And it's one of our most durable and reliable torquing solutions that we provide.
Now, Brian, you had the privilege of previewing the MXT Plus. Why don't you tell us about the reaction from your customers when you had a chance to go out and see them with it?
Absolutely. I've done a few demos with some of my customers. The initial reactions are excitement, eagerness, and they're impressed by a lot of the features that this tool has. A new shiny tool always draws our attention. They're eager, anxiously asking when they can get their hands on it and put it into use. The dual reaction arm makes it one of the most versatile square drive tools on the market, as well as it works with our reaction arm free technologies such as the HYTORC washers and nuts.
Can you give us some insights into how the MXT Plus addresses some of the challenges, meaning provides the solutions for your customers?
Absolutely. As I mentioned earlier, it pairs great with the high torque washers and nuts for the reaction arm free bolting, which improves safety, quality, and speed. It can be used in the traditional method as the Avani or Ice series, and having the reaction arm off the spline as well as the MXT off the rear end of the tool. It also opens the door for a lot of custom application reaction arms to be made, and just the 24/7 support High Torque offers to all of our customers has always and will always continue to impress our customers.
Brian, thanks so much for taking some time out today. We truly appreciate it. As you can see, we're all excited about the MXT Plus.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Tony.
And now I'm excited to welcome Jennifer Van Brunt, who's a territory manager, joining us from Oklahoma today. Jennifer, thanks a lot. We appreciate your time today.
Well, thanks for having me.
Jennifer, of course, an exciting day here at High Torque, the unveiling of the MXT Plus. Before we look forward to that one, if you could just take a moment and tell us about your customers' reaction on the original MXT and their experiences with it.
The original MXT is a workhorse. It is one of the favorite tools requested by our customers. It's simple, it's easy to use. The reaction arm is adjustable, which gives them a lot of flexibility to get to where they need to do their torquing. It's just been an incredibly reliable tool that they can always count on to get the job done.
So, Jennifer, we move, of course, into the future, the next revolution in bolting. You were one of the chosen few that had a chance to preview the MXT Plus. Why don't you tell us about your customers' reaction, what they were excited about with the MXT Plus?
Yeah, they were excited to see that they had got an MXT that was very similar to the original, but with some major upgrades. They loved the dual reaction, both the rear and the side reaction arms. They came away thinking they had a 2-in-1 tool, which was a pretty great feeling for them because budget always comes into play. They are excited to see that all of their accessories that they have for the original MXT will work with this. And a big draw was that counter. They like the idea that they have a way to keep track of how much the tool is being used so they can get regular maintenance and make sure that it never goes down on them.
I know High Torque has always been known for listening to those in the field like yourself because you have that one-on-one relationship with the customers and taking that feedback. With this MXT Plus, how does that tool meet the challenges that your customers face?
It gives them an opportunity to use it for just the regular conventional bolting that they've always done. And then as their needs change and they might end up using more advanced systems like the high torque washer, the tool will be great for that as well. On top of it, this tool is going to come out with a 2-year, no questions asked warranty, and that's always a big draw as well. Customers like to know that they are going to get the support they need if there's an issue with the tool.
Jennifer, great insights. We appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you.
And now we travel deep in the heart of Texas to High Torque of Texas area manager down there, Olu Olojo. Olu, thanks a lot for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Olu, an exciting day here today as we unveil the MXT Plus. Before we talk to you about the MXT Plus, let's first talk about the original MXT and your customers' experience with that original MXT.
Oh, absolutely. The MXT is the standard of our industry. Our customers have been using it for years. They know it's a workhorse that's reliable and dependable.
And of course, down at High Torque of Texas, you guys, one of the chosen few to preview this MXT Plus. You had it in your hands before anybody else got to see it. What was your customers' reaction? Was there excitement in the unveiling of this MXT Plus to your customers?
You know, it's really funny. When I brought the tool out to my customers, they thought it was just a new MXT. It wasn't until I showed them the coaxial drive, I showed them how it can be used with our washer, how it can be used with the high torque nut, and how it can be used as a standard torque tool, that they started to really get excited.
Of course, you guys and High Torque as a whole pride yourselves on listening to your customers, listening to the challenges they're facing. Can you provide some insight on what the MXT Plus provides as far as a solution to your customers' challenges?
Absolutely. The greatest thing that MXT Plus does is it builds a bridge from our old customers to our new technology. What it does is allow our customers that have been with us for 20 or 30 years to have the comfort of using it in a traditional way, but also allows them to use it hands-free and with some of our newer technologies.
Olu, thanks so much for your time today. We appreciate it.
Thanks once again.
And welcome back. And of course, joined by HYTORC President Eric Junkers. And Eric, a very exciting day here for HYTORC. Certainly the unveiling of the MXT Plus. We go back to just over a year ago. I mean, the world is still just on the other side. We won't call it the middle of a worldwide pandemic. It has forced your customers to adjust. It has forced HYTORC to adjust too. And talk about the adjustments that you had to make with your service programs and as they relate to the MXT Plus as well.
Yeah, we did a number of things over the course of the last year, and really our goal as a company is to find ways that we can just perhaps lift some of the burden off of our customers in one way, shape, or form. You know, can we help them out with some of the challenges that they're facing now as a result of this pandemic, whether it be social distancing challenges or just the desire to get the job done quick or get it done safer, get it done better. And so, you know, that is something that we over the course of this year, we released a program. It was about a year ago or so, called HYCare, that was something that we felt could really enhance just the work and enhance our relationship with our customers and contribute to those benefits that I mentioned before. And so, you know, that's something that many took advantage of, and I feel the feedback has been strong that it did help out and did make a difference. And you know, really the technology that we talked about earlier also contributes to that. And you know, with the MXT Plus, we are building in a level of service that we feel really complements the level of technology that we're offering. You know, we talk a lot about, okay, high levels of technology, high levels of support and quality. And, you know, yeah, we can say a lot of nice things, but how do we back it up? Well, with the MXT Plus, we're coming right out of the gates with a 2-year unconditional warranty. That's unconditional. That means no questions asked. That's something that we I think have been known for over the years, and we're excited to have it build it into this tool. We're doing it because we can do it. We made this tool to last. It's going to be an absolute workhorse for you, and do what I mentioned before. Perhaps, hopefully, can lift some of the burden off of you, that you have a tool that's going to work for you each and every time safely and effectively. And you know, if you couple that with some of the HYCare right out of the gates is our service program, but you can do a variety of things. There's a lot of customization to really go further with that, such as extending the warranty up to 5 years, access to our worldwide support, which is just terrific. We have representation throughout the world, in every country basically. You know, and we can work with you on a variety of different ways to ensure that the tools are in good working order, that you know, to limit your costs, reduce your costs, help you out in just a number of different ways. So, you know, we recognize the challenges our customers are facing, and we just want to let you know we're there for you. We want to work with you, and I do believe that the technology built into this tool, along with the support offered by HYCare, can really enhance things significantly, and we look forward to introducing it to everyone.
And there's no doubt that around the world, certainly everybody's still dealing with some level of the pandemic, and HYTORC, of course, adjusting to that as well and making sure that they have the support available. Well, when I mentioned support, I also want to talk about the HYTORC standard. It's such a key component of it. You've got support. You've got the quality that comes, of course, with the tool. Everything that comes out from HYTORC is measured to the HYTORC standard. And then you've got the superior technology, which is a key pillar of the HYTORC standard.
Yeah, it sure is. You know, technology has always been something that we look to advance and find ways to just improve. And, you know, the hardware technology built into this tool is terrific. I mean, the fact that all of the different, you know, benefits and all the different features that we touched on that are built in here, patented features, we're excited to offer. And then you couple it with some of the software technologies that are built into, for instance, the vector pump here that you see, documentation capabilities, data capture, working with all sorts of manufacturing systems, open protocol, pinpoint, so forth and so on. You know, it can really contribute towards just a better quality environment, just overall, just improve the workflow, improve the job. And that's again what we're trying to do. The HYTORC standard, it's that our superior technology, quality, and support will lead to job safety, quality, and schedule enhancements. That's sort of the packaging. So we're always looking for how that can be accomplished. Anything we offer, anything we develop, it really has to check those boxes. And, you know, that's what we're showing here. And, you know, we're excited to speak about it further with you. If that's something of interest to you, find ways to really just give you a better paper trail, give you better quality of the job. And I think this setup does that in an unprecedented manner.
Well, the HYTORC standard, the unveiling of the MXT Plus today. There is certainly, when it comes to high torque, there is only one.
In 1995, HYTORC introduced the original MXT hydraulic torque wrench, the most advanced bolting technology of its time. Years later, many are still trying to copy the design. However, the original MXT remains the world's undisputed leader. So who can top the original? HYTORC is the only one. HYTORC has introduced the new MXT Plus with advanced technology that takes the MXT to an entirely new level. The innovative design provides for multiple configurations, accessories, and drivers, replacing multiple tools with one superior tool. The tool has been ruggedized to improve repeatability and reliability. A cycle counter enables proactive maintenance for higher performance and lower cost. Auto release provides faster and smoother bolting operations. Designed and made in the USA for bolting the world together. Contact HYTORC to make sure you get the one and only MXT Plus, the HYTORC standard. Never settle for less.
And Eric, you know, we talk about the only one in high torque, and let's face it, there are some that might call themselves competitors out there. But when it comes to everything that's done here in the high torque standard, we talk about that driving that. There is only one high torque.
There is, and it's a lot. It's more than just tooling, you know, and that's what we've tried to highlight here, and we look forward to speaking about that in greater depth. Because high torque, it's really the package. I mean, it's the experience of dealing with us. As far as, yes, the tooling is of the utmost quality. It's of the highest technology, no doubt about it, and the highest quality. But the fact is that you couple that with the support, whether it be training or service or supervision or what have you. And, you know, there really is only one HYTORC, and that's why we've been the leader in this field for the last 53 years. And, you know, with a tool like this and the investments we're making into our support resources all around the world with brick and mortar facilities in a variety of countries, as well as personnel, as well as vehicles, so forth and so on, that we're positioned to be the leader for the next 51 years. And we look forward to having some of these conversations with you, for you to give you a chance to get to know us. But, you know, when you're looking at these tools, just be on the lookout for the gold seal right on the bottom here. This is the indication that you're working with a true and an authentic HYTORC product, and that you're going to get everything that comes with that. You're going to get a certain level of support. We talk about this gold emblem, the seal, that it means something, and I truly believe that it does. Anywhere in the world that you are, if you're dealing with HYTORC, you're going to get a world-class level of support, along with the technology and the equipment that we've been known for the last 53 years. So that's really what we're all about. And as we stayed here, never settled for less.
Certainly. And as we talk to our longtime customers, our new customers, our ones that are considering because of the MXT Plus, we say to you, contact a bolting specialist. You've got many ways to do it. Some of you have that relationship already. Some of you are going to pick up the phone and give us a call. Go to HYTORC.com. You can always follow us on social media. You want to make an inquiry, we'll certainly connect you with a bolting specialist. Eric, a tremendous day and a special day in HYTORC's history today with the unveiling of the MXT Plus. Thanks so much for your time today. So again, if you're interested, make sure you find your way to contact us, website, phone, whatever it takes. Get in touch with your bolting specialist and get your hands on the MXT Plus. For Eric Younkers, I'm Tony Marino saying thank you for joining us.